is Megan Cobb.
Okay.
I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Did you study at UTC?
Yes.
What was your major?
It was theater and speech.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm dealing with, it's a transition period for me right now, so I'm just like finding my legs.
Yeah.
I'm still moving all my stuff back into my house. I've been in Charlotte for like 2 months. I was working on a musical.
What musical was it?
American Idiot. Well, I've always loved singing.
Okay.
I was an introverted kid, but I also liked calling attention to myself sometimes. But it's, I started doing theater seriously in high school. I did a Doll's House when I was in 9th grade. I was one of the kids. And I just kept doing it, and it's like the one constant in my life. I love it. It makes me feel happy. I like telling stories. For a while in high school, I thought maybe I wanted to go into photography, but theater is what I know best, and it's what I've worked at getting good at. I didn't really decide fully on it until I got here, and I just picked my major, and I fell right into it.
Were you in any theater productions here at UTC?
Yes, at least one every semester.
Was there one that was like your favorite, or were they all just?
Yeah, we did the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee when I was a junior, and I played Logan Schwartzen-Grubenier, who's she's this little girl who was adopted and has 2 dads, and she speaks with a lisp, and she's just very outspoken about everything that's important to her, and I just love that show, and I love that character. The one that I did the most work on was a character named Sweetheart in a play that we did here called Middletown. It's by Will Eno, and Sweetheart is a girl who has a slight mental disability, and so talking with the director, we decided that she had autism. So what I did is I checked out 5 or 6 books from the library and just read all of them over my spring break, and I just did a bunch of research. I did my best to take on the role with caution and with respect. I like learning about characters who are different from myself.
Okay.
Research and finding out how different people live and what's important to them. And I like telling stories that aren't my story. It's a good way, I think, for anybody, whether they're seeing theater or making theater. I guess you could say the same thing about books or movies. It helps broaden your perspective on the world. I mean, it's just kind of a rush. Depending on the show, really. The show I just did, American Idiot, was like full throttle the entire time. I didn't really have time to stop and rest. I was in the ensemble, and so we were on stage nearly the entire show, and when we weren't on stage, we were singing except for one song. So it was basically a 90-minute full throttle workout, and it was exhausting and fun, and it just felt good to. Actually, it was just really cathartic, honestly. You've got to find a work-life balance, really, but if it's something that's important to you, you make time for it. In school, I was full-time, but I also did rehearsals most days, and that's 3 hours out of your day every night, and you have to get your homework and do a job and go to your classes as well, and you just fit it in. Sometimes you don't have time for like social stuff, but theater kind of is my social stuff a lot of the time. Yeah.
Okay, so what is some advice that you would give an aspiring actor or actress?
It depends on what kind of acting you want to go into, but take classes in anything and everything you can get your hands on, dancing, singing, clown, if someone's offering it. Clown, even if you don't want to be a clown, it helps you be fearless, and you need that. Yeah, and read everything. Read anything you can get your hands on, nonfiction, fiction, poetry. I think the best actors and theater makers and really just people that I know are well-rounded, and they try a little bit of everything.